I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz...
Hey, what's up, AfterBuzzers? I'm your host, Angel Saunders, and we are coming to you live for Season 10, Episode 14 of The Real Housewives of New Jersey after show, Something in the Water. Bree could not be here with us tonight, but we got Russell, who just celebrated a birthday.
Yes.
How you doing?
Lucky number 28.
But I'm still cute, 21. I thought it was 21.
I stay cute, okay? 21 and fine.
Yes.
Just 7 years of experience.
Okay. I love it. I saw the pictures online. Looks amazing.
Okay, got a little tan going on in my Speedo.
Well, Russell is not the only one who had a vacation recently because the girls did too. We are going to get to that in just a second. But before we get to the vacation, what did you think about the episode tonight?
I thought the episode was very simplistic this time around.
Really?
I did. We got one of those things where it was simple. We got a lot of information. It didn't let me down on finding out the facts and finding out the tea, but it wasn't as explosive maybe as I would have wanted it to be.
Yeah.
But it was okay. It was informative.
I was super excited about tonight's episode.
Really?
I guess one of the reasons is because we finally saw the prom that
yes.
they've been talking about since the season started, I feel like. And every time the episodes would come on and be like, the prom. And I'm like, okay, we're halfway through the show now. Like, when is it going to happen? And it finally did. We saw Danielle pop back up. Like, it gave me everything. And they were still mean to Jennifer, which I didn't want to see that, but it was good entertainment.
So I had done some research on Gia's earrings for prom.
Okay.
And what I can come up with is the closest resemblance, because she was wearing a Chanel flower. It was between $600 and $800, and Frankie bought those.
Oh, nice.
I mean, as a 20-year-old, I don't remember buying anybody for dances, anything. Of course, Saunders was expensive enough.
I mean, still, I'm not buying anybody anything $600 to $800. That's like, unless it's car note or something like that, which my car note isn't even.
Okay.
But hey, if they got it, which they clearly do, but sometimes, also sometimes they get those deals, how the celebrities get. Yeah. But I thought it was interesting that Frankie's 20 and was still allowed to go to a high school prom.
I think probably because
he's a celebrity.
Well, not only that, but Gia's 18.
Yeah.
So
she's a legal
they're
adult.
both adults.
Right. And I mean, I'm not going to say even if she wasn't, but it's like they grew up together. Their families know each other. So I feel like as long as the parents are okay, then it's fine. But I just feel like some schools would be a little more strict with that. But nonetheless, they looked amazing.
They did.
I was so excited to finally see it. I was like, they have to be so nervous because even though they grew up together and both families are so close and they know each other and have been around each other their whole lives, it was just so like everybody's there watching like, oh my God, Gia, look at you all dressed up. And like,
okay, Gia looked very pretty.
She did look very pretty.
Very, very
but
pretty.
I just would be so like nervous and like, oh my gosh, I don't want to walk past my uncle, my grandfather, like everybody.
Right.
And like, I don't know. But that's what a wedding is going to be like anyway.
I feel in the past couple of episodes, she's very much transitioned from like tween girlish kind of looking to very woman looking. So especially in her confessionals, like her eyebrows are good, her makeup is good. It's very adult-like and more simplistic than you would get from a younger adult or like a teenage version of Gia.
Yeah, and we for sure got to see her grow up on the show. Even Teresa, when she was talking about Gia had to grow up quicker than most people her age, they were playing like clips from, they showed like her birth picture and like videos of her dancing on a bed. And I was like, yeah, she looks so adorable. And it was just like so fun and like funny watching her as a kid and stuff.
It was cute. When she first started the show with Teresa, she was auditioning for the Tooth Fairy with Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Yeah.
And poor thing had a hard time acting. But like, because she was just so excited about it.
Like Melissa had a hard time singing?
Oh. Oh no! Don't play my girl like that. She's on display. Thank you, Jesus. I'll sing for her.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Come on, Melissa. I got your back. Don't even worry about it, girl.
I'm just saying. Sometimes people have a hard time.
Like the Countess.
Hey, you're gonna get her mad.
New York.
You're going to get her very upset. She already came back to the episode, which we will get into, but we do have a message for our viewers.
We do. We just want to say thank you guys for watching us every week. We would like you to go on to iTunes, give us 5 stars, rate us 5 stars. Comment in below. Let us know what you think. We always read your comments every week, and we try to respond the best that we can. I actually got an email this week from a very lovely fan who said that we brought great energy to the show last week. We're also very thankful that Keven and Maria give this opportunity to us every week to come in here and to do what we love, in addition to working our jobs on the side. Like, we have a home to come to. Yeah. And by you guys watching and subscribing, it helps us in worlds a variety of ways. Yeah. So yeah, shout out to you guys. This is all about you, for you guys watching us, and we really appreciate you and listening on iTunes, because we know we have some of you guys. We can't help you stay up for the drive home, because this is a late drive home. Okay. So, like I said, come back every week, comment, let us know what you want to hear, let us know the tea that you want us to find out. We will dig for you.
Dig, honey.
Thank you.
Now, speaking of the Countess, she made an appearance again this episode, which she's been MIA for a while, rightfully so, because no one likes her except Teresa. But she found her way back in. We are talking Danielle.
Look, Danielle... Okay, so let's circle back. To season 1, 2. Mm-hmm. No one liked Danielle again. And this is a reoccurring theme. Well, it's a throwback to Dina, Jacqueline, Caroline with Teresa. And this is when Danielle really wanted approval from Dina to be friends with her. And Dina said she wants to skin me and wear me like last year's Versace. So there was actually a really similar moment in tonight's episode where Danielle said, oh, you guys are going to be at the Jersey Shore? I'm going to be there this weekend, too. Yeah. Well, back in season 1, 2, she did the same thing when the girls planned a trip out to Atlantic City. They were going to go to Cipriani's. And she's like, Cipriani's is my spot. I should be there. So the girls actually went out of their way to change their plans so that Danielle wouldn't randomly pop up, because they felt like she was going to do that. Now, circling back to this episode... Of course, Danielle's going to end up at the Jersey Shore house. Of course, she's going to weasel her way back in, because I feel Teresa's going to convince everybody that she had a good conversation with Melissa and they're on an understanding basis, and the only person that she doesn't like is Margaret, and everything will be okay. And Danielle, girl, you just need to take a seat. Your time is just done. Baby.
No, I agree with you 110%. It's so weird. Like, these people don't like you. And I feel like the older that you get, I could understand maybe if they were kids in like grade school or something like that, because you're forced to be around these other kids 5 days a week for however many hours school lasts. I don't know. 6 hours. I don't know.
School's like 8 hours now.
8 hours. So I could understand maybe if you're a kid, like, oh, I don't want to eat lunch by myself, or oh, what do I do for recess, or who do I do my project with? I would understand if you were a child in grade school, but to be a grown adult, a grown woman who literally has money, go on a vacation, go to the spa, like, do something else other than
help your daughters manage their careers. Hey, look at the difference between Danielle Staub and Beverly Hills Housewives. Gigi is a very successful, one of the biggest models in the country.
Oh, yeah.
Right now. And if Danielle focused her energy on...
And Danielle's daughter is gorgeous.
She's beautiful. I think she would... I mean, don't think she's more... I don't think anyone's uglier than the other. But Danielle's daughter is drop dead
Bella and
gorgeous.
Gigi.
Like, if Bella and Gigi can be in Victoria's Secret... R.I.P. Victoria's Secret's fashion show, so can Danielle's daughter. Yeah. And there's no reason that she can't focus that energy to get those connections, because she is in Bravo World, and it's a huge franchise. Yeah. Jersey is one of the most explosive franchises out of all of them. It doesn't compare, like, Beverly Hills does not compare with the drama. Dallas does not compare with the drama. Like, Jersey is the original pop-off franchise of the Housewives. Yeah. And Danielle really needs to just... let it go and work it out.
Yeah, stop trying to hang with these girls that don't want to hang with you. Like, it's weird, but I don't know. It makes for great TV. So
not weird.
It is. It's a little bit weird, but Danielle says she's going to be at the Jersey Shore, so maybe we will see It's coming. Look. But I really enjoyed the girls in the Jersey Shore tonight. Like, I love the actual TV show Jersey Shore. Yes. I think, like, they just have such a fun time. Like, they just turn up. It's like year-round spring break or something.
That's what the Jersey Shore's about.
Yeah, yeah. And the house that they were staying in was so cute. Looked way better than the Jersey Shore house.
Than MTV's. It was. Yeah. Well, first of all, they didn't have money. The Housewives got money. Yeah. Thank you, Andy, for paying that note. But I mean,
they never upgraded on Jersey Shore once the show got bigger.
I mean, they upgraded a family reunion, but that's because Snooki paid for it. But, I mean, Dolores got money now. Obviously, I saw some sparkling whites that I haven't seen before in her confessionals. Lord. So, spot that. Shout out to you, Dolores, because your teeth look real good. I want to know who your dentist is. I need a couple things here, one or two done. Okay?
Yeah, but...
I saw that, and I know you know what I'm talking about.
I know what he's talking about, too.
But we ain't going to blast her because we love her.
We do love Dolores.
I know what you was hiding. I don't know what you was hiding.
So, yes, we do love Dolores. We love that she planned all of this out. I mean, the house, absolutely beautiful. They had, like, endless bedrooms. Like, everybody got a bedroom. Frank and Dolores shared one.
Of course.
But they did not share a bed that we know of. We also saw Dolores planned out, like, they had the cabanas and things like that. Like, she planned out the beachfront dinner. Like, she really put together a good trip. And we also saw Joe and Bill. They put aside their differences. So that was pretty good to see. The guys always like iron stuff out. Quickly. Yeah, they always get over it. But Melissa, she's still mad at Jennifer, and Jennifer's my girl. I'm sorry, I like Melissa too, but she's my girl too.
Okay, so let's come to Jennifer for a minute. Okay, I think deep down she has a good heart, but guess what? She's her own problem. She really is. And that's her biggest problem amongst the girls is she, within herself, for whatever reason, just pops off like some angry
it's
woman.
It's the tequila.
Look, I drink a lot of tequila. I'm actually an alcoholic.
I love that.
I'm really not, though. But if you want to send me some, feel free to send me to my email and I'll give you my address. Send me whatever you want. But Jennifer she always has to say something. She's not really a positive person to me at all.
I disagree a little bit. Okay. She does always have to say something. I don't think that she's not a positive person. I think that she doesn't think before she speaks. Okay. If she has a problem with like word vomit and just like blurting stuff out, and like I don't know what her zodiac sign is. I don't know if some people are super into that, but I'm a Sagittarius, and one of the traits, like if you Google characteristics of a Sagittarius, they'll say we'll blurt anything out regardless of like what it is. And I've been guilty of that sometimes. I'm not as bad as Jennifer, but I mean, maybe she's a fire sign.
I mean, one of them has to be a fire sign because
she's pretty fiery and feisty, so maybe.
Because her marriage seemed a little dull, so I would hope she's a little fire sign.
And I loved when one of the wives said, "Are we gonna go out tonight?" And Bill's like, "No, I gotta get busy with my wife." That was shades of Joe.
But he was low key serious because he was really like, "Jennifer, are we really gonna try this tonight? Like, can I please?"
I mean, they're in this beautiful house in Jersey Shore. They on vacation. Why not? They don't have the kids there, but I think I like how it rolled off. Like no one got mad at the comment or anything like that. I was a little shocked when everybody was getting along and Melissa was like, "Jennifer, you're still on thin ice." I was like, where that came from?
Thank you, Melissa. I'm here for that.
Where did that come from?
Because Melissa she needs to address some things with her, and she wants to know. I mean, I'm very much like this. Yeah. I can tell somebody if they're funny, like, "Oh my God, that was so funny." Even though we don't like each other, I could really enjoy that joke.
I would.
But you gotta let them know.
I don't know if I would, but I do think Melissa should definitely, like, if she has something to say, if it's on her chest, say it. But it was like then and there in that moment when everybody was like getting along, laughing. Even Joe is like cool with them. He was like, "Cheers to the doctor and his wife." It's like Melissa's like, "No." I'm like,
"Cheers to the virgin and his wife."
Hey, might as well be according to Joe, but
I mean, I see where you're coming from with what she said, but she I mean, she definitely could have been like, that was funny, considering I don't like you right now.
Yeah.
But that's okay. We're going to make this a good weekend. But I still don't like you.
Yeah. But not the Hamptons. The Jersey Shore. The Hamptons was nice too. Mm-hmm. But the Jersey Shore was amazing. I can't wait to see more of it. But
I love the cookies on the cupcake. The faces on the cupcakes.
That was cute.
That was a really good touch.
That was thoughtful.
That was.
Yeah, because they didn't have to fight over who's going to be in what room and stuff like we saw in their trip. What was that, Jamaica? And then that was Margaret and Jennifer way on the other side of the resort.
Well, I feel like this was
so mean.
It was a good move by Dolores because she was considerate. It wasn't
of everybody.
It wasn't a thing where she grouped anybody on one side of the house or the other side of the house, like how that was done in Jamaica. It was more or less like, these rooms are fitting you. These rooms fit you because of X, Y, and Z.
The rooms in Jamaica literally were like a 10-minute walk, like in heels. Like, come on now.
Better get a taxi.
Yeah.
Better get a reimbursement from Andy.
Hey.
Okay.
But we also had our eye on some other things. This was a big week out in New York.
It was a big week, and now it's time for our
new game.
New game special segment, Spot These Fashions Live. Mm-hmm. So we have 3 looks for this week. Our number 3 look for the week is going to be Dolores Catania when she was on People Now.
Okay.
So Dolores was with Teresa on People Now. Mm-hmm. She posted on her Instagram what she was wearing. I thought her outfit was very cute. She was wearing Kobe Halperin and with Teresa, and it's a very cute sequence top. Mm-hmm. And Teresa's going to be our number 2 look for this week because, first of all, can we just talk about her jumpsuit? Yes, that she wore to Watch What Happens Live last week. Of course, we film as they're filming, so we're filling it on this week about what happened. So Teresa was wearing Sherry Hill. First of all, what do you think of this outfit?
I like it. I do. I feel like Teresa's in shape. She can do what she wants. She's a personality. She's on television, darling. She can't be regular. And I think that jumpsuit is anything but regular. Hair and makeup's always flawless.
So for everyone that's listening on iTunes, Teresa wore a one-piece jumpsuit. However, it looked as if it was 2 pieces because it's an over-the-shoulder fiberglass sequence top that goes on one arm. The right shoulder's exposed with
like
the cute
a crop
bracelet
top.
and ring.
Her entire stomach is out.
Yes,
pretty much.
You see those muscles?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's in shape.
She did those obliques. This is why she deserves our number 2 spot on this week's list. Mm-hmm. But our number 1 spot has to go to Melissa because she continuously slayed this week. She walked in the Walter Mendez fashion show, and she wore a snakeskin front slit J-Lo-esque outfit that was also one sleeve like Teresa, hair blown out like J-Lo Super Bowl. What do you think about this look on her?
I do like that one, but I like the other one a little bit better. But I was seeing on social media, that's the one I like a little better. I was seeing on social media that people were comparing her to J-Lo a little bit. Uh-huh. And I mean, they don't really look alike in the face. And I'm sure Melissa isn't the one who started the comparison, but the hair, the skin tone, I can see it. Yeah, the vibe.
The vibe. So the green dress, I do like for fashion for red carpet, for runway. It's very, very good. It's a side slit. It still exposes a lot of leg. It's a bust cut. It accentuates the curves very much.
But I feel like that's an underlay because it looks like see-through. But I feel like there's a fabric underneath it, and it just gives us the illusion of it. I could see her wearing a snakeskin one though to one of their fabulous parties.
Okay, so snakeskin is very normal people like us.
Who's normal?
Oh. I'm sorry. It's a very wearable out in public. Mm-hmm. She did put a side-by-side, or Walter actually put a side-by-side on his Instagram, and she, I think, reposted it. But I think she looked beautiful in both looks. Mm-hmm. But the reason why she's our number 1 spot this week is because she had these shoes on Wendy Williams today. How you doing? The shoes are by Renee Cavilla. And, I mean, I like a good Cleopatra bronze... Mm-hmm. Metal.
Looks regal and it just looks rich,
It's rich and it's classic. Mm-hmm. It's not over the top, not too many sparkles, open toe, total of 4 straps. It's 1 strap over the toe, 3 over the ankles. She had a beautiful pedicure, but I'm also...
got to if you're going on Wendy, she be zooming in with that shoe cam. Mm-hmm. Like, you would want to have your feet done.
And Wendy can throw some shade if you are not fulfilling... everything. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, she seats her people in her audience according to how they've dressed in fashion.
Hey.
And if you don't watch the Wendy show, you are not going to be in the aisle or front rows because she spots that out before anybody walks into the studio.
Hey.
And that's the tea on that.
Right. And I know Wendy's not in LA, but I feel like that's so LA.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Wendy's everything. She's everywhere. She's every woman. Okay. But this is also going to lead us into our next segment.
Yay!
Which is Jersey News.
Jersey News.
So Jersey News, we cover everything from fashion, drama, and pop culture. So we're actually going to talk about Teresa going on People Now. She said that she's known that her and Joe have been done for a while because she gained a lot of resentment towards Joe after the passing of her mom and her losing so much time by being away. She said that she's always going to have a special place for him in her heart and that she's open to hanging out with Joe and his new girlfriend once he has one. But she is just over it, and she said she's done.
You know what? Honestly, I think that once someone is over someone completely, then maybe she can. Because at first when you said she's open to hanging out with him and his new girlfriend, I made a face like, what? But if you don't care about a person and they still, of course, have kids together, so they're going to be in each other's lives, like, why not? Like, because I do feel like Teresa moved on from Joe like a while ago. He's been locked up for a while. She's had this new like confidence and things. Like she has really come into her own. So I think she's for sure over him and she don't care who he's with.
Well, we definitely found out on tonight's episode that she knows that he has cheated on her.
Yeah.
And that she was ignorant to it before because she didn't want to see it. And that she had actually found a cell phone with the girl's number in it, and it was a separate phone than the line that he already had, which ended up being his ex-girlfriend's sister, who was currently going through a divorce. And if we remember back in the very early seasons of the Housewives of Jersey, he was in a vineyard and he was talking about his wife in a very bad manner, and it was it went viral almost.
Yeah.
Not like millions and billions of views, but it was definitely millions of views, or hundreds of thousands.
Or something.
And Dolores actually was on People Now with Teresa and revealed that David's house is done.
Does he live there with her?
Nope. He still lives with her in her house. Although the house is done, she said that he's slowly going through his paperwork in the office at her house, and he doesn't want to move into the new house until all of his things are handled.
I mean, I don't know if it's just she doesn't want to be single or what, because David just... he doesn't seem like he's invested in this. And I know on the show tonight, he made the comment about, would I be building this house with you if I wasn't invested? Boy, you could sell that house. Oh. Like, that does not show that you're invested. He's never around from what we can see and from what they say on the show. Like, he wasn't at the Jersey Shore. Like, he's not at any of the life events. He wasn't at Melissa's fashion show. He wasn't there for Frankie going to prom with Gia or whatever. Like, all we ever see is Frank.
See, that's him not going to, unless we knew that he was in a surgery. I mean, unless he was in a surgery.
I mean,
all we can assume is that he was or wasn't. But the fact that it was so close to their surroundings, they weren't at the shore. They were in their normal area, hometown. So I don't see why he couldn't stop by for 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, and then like tonight's episode, she asked if he can go to the Jersey Shore, and he's like, "Oh, I'm on call." It's like, you always have an excuse. And then even when they were looking at the house and like they had the designer there and like Dolores is talking about the furniture that she wants, David looked so annoyed that he couldn't have any of his old stuff. I don't really see any lovey-dovey between them. And
I mean, maybe they're saving it for behind the camera or behind closed doors and not on camera.
No, it could 100% be that, like, maybe David just doesn't like TV. Like, how with the Kardashians, Kanye didn't want to really be a part of the show originally because
now
but he had his own thing. He still does have his own thing going, and he's like, this is what y'all do. It's not what I do.
Sunday service wouldn't be so big if it wasn't for the show.
Hey, I be hearing that's a cult, so I ain't even gonna talk about that.
But we'll move on to the next news. So, you ready for the bomb?
I'm ready.
Okay, so the bombshell is that Melissa revealed on Wendy that she's actually freezing her eggs. She never confirmed if she was pregnant or not. I mean, if there's a baby on the way, let's rephrase this, because she actually has her tubes tied after having 3 C-sections.
Well, what I will say about that is if she has a surrogate at the moment, and if she froze her eggs, she doesn't need her tubes to be untied. Like, she can still have a baby on the way right now. Yeah. So maybe we will see.
She said if they do decide to have a baby, it would be strictly through surrogate.
Yeah, so that could be her way of saying that the baby is on the way. She already said we're pregnant with the show.
Yes, she did.
Like,
but
what?
It was surprising to me to hear, because she's 40. You figure she had her last child in her early 30s, so she had her tubes tied very young.
Yeah, maybe she already knew this is the limit I want. Like, I don't know. I'm pretty sure childbirth is painful.
Well, my sisters and my sister-in-law have all had C-sections, and they were advised not to have more than 3.
Yeah.
And so my brother has 3. My sister is pregnant now with her 3rd. But maybe that's why she decided to go that route to tie the tubes.
Right. And I hate that I'm like always bring the Kardashians into this. But, Kim had to get a surrogate because she had complications during pregnancy. So maybe, Melissa, we don't know what's going on in her uterus.
I think that she has a surrogate. I think that surrogate is very hot because she probably don't want an ugly person carrying her. Because they probably have pictures all over the place. Like, would you want ugly pictures? No.
But the baby isn't going to look like the surrogate.
I'm not saying the baby's going to look like the surrogate. I feel like it's going to fit their
It's not going to go in their vibe.
Lifestyle. And it's going to fit their aesthetic as a family with the surrogate. She's going to be a cute surrogate.
I don't know. I think it'll be a cute surrogate as well. I think the baby's probably almost here because we've already seen her months ago say that they're pregnant, and then she tried to clean up the statement. And we've already seen her go to the fertility clinic. We've already seen her talk to her kids and talk to other, like her mom and her sisters, and say that she wants another baby. I don't think she's doing all this for nothing. Yeah. So I definitely think that there's a surrogate, and the baby is almost done baking, and maybe in the next few months we'll be texting each other like oh my god.
Well, just for the fans, we'll come in and do a special segment for you guys if Melissa has a baby. We'll call it the
breaking news baby. I don't know.
Spot this delivery live or something.
Spot this delivery. Oh, we'll play a little game. We'll have a little baby shower here.
Oh, that'd be cute.
It would be. Aww.
Well, unfortunately, we got to start wrapping things up.
We do. So let's get into our predictions.
Your AfterBuzz TV prediction.
Ladies first.
So it's amazing doing predictions when we already see the preview for next week's episode. But, sometimes there's twists and turns and surprises. I love that we saw Bill so drunk that he had to be carried back into the house. I want to see the events leading up to that. I want to see who got him drunk. I want to see, I do enjoy the drama with Jennifer, but I don't know why they're so mad at my girl. So I want to see Danielle.
I feel like Joe and Frank are going to be the ones that get Bill drunk, and they're going to convince him to do the cake stand because he's always talked about it. Well, now's your time to shine, and they're at the Jersey Shore, so what better place?
Yes.
I also feel like Danielle's going to pop up. Dolores is going to be livid about it because it's her house. She's the one that's controlling everything, but as we know, Teresa has a bad choice of character. And Teresa's going to convince, for whatever reason, for Danielle to pop up at the Jersey Shore, and it's not going to be cute, but I'm here for all the tea, and I will be here next week to find out about it.
We sure will, and hopefully we'll do a cake stand for the special baby shower that we'll do.
I'll bring a cake stand next week.
Well, that is going to do it for our show. I am your host, Angel Saunders. You can find me on social media at Angel Saunders. That's Instagram, actually.
And I'm Russell Ray. You can find me all over the internet at Russell Ray Silva or at russellraysilva.com. Thank you guys.
Bye.
See you later.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.